Rob Martin, the Astro Meathead. Welcome to my channel. Um, I'm new at this, so bear with me for a minute. This is just an introduction video, nothing instructional here. I'm just kind of introducing myself, letting you know kind of who I am and why I'm starting this channel. I am an amateur astrophotographer. Actually, not even very good at it, but I'm trying to get better. One of the reasons I started this channel is because I was looking for tutorials on YouTube and on the internet that would show me how to do what I wanted to do, which was take pictures of nebula and constellations, planets, whatever. I was really new at this. I had no idea. Um, my skill level with electronics, with just about everything, is pretty low. Um, I'm not really super tech savvy. I work in construction. I have a heavy background in engineering, but it's just not something that I have utilized the technology aspect, computers, etc., especially processing. It's just not something I've ever really done. So it's not a skill set that I ever really had. Um, when I was looking around for tutorials, I noticed overwhelmingly there are some really good tutorials out there that have some semblance of what it's like to be a beginner, but it seems like a lot of them make some basic assumptions that I know something about Photoshop or I know something about um, the digital camera that I'm using. And the honesty of it is, I started this completely green. In 2020, in December, the Great Conjunction came about, and my wife and I got interested in photographing, or at least looking at, the Jupiter and Saturn being so close together, seeing them in the same frame, etc. And it was really cool. My son had received a telescope a few years ago. It was a Celestron, not a super expensive one, but it had a German equatorial mount, and no clue how to set it up. There's not even remotely. Um, we struggled with it. I didn't even bother looking it up. I said, it's a telescope. What do you know? You just stick it on a tripod and you look at the stars. No, it's not the way it works. So we struggled. We looked at it, everything. I had my camera on the tripod and we took some decent pictures and I saw some stuff. And it kind of got me hooked. I mean, we could see moons. We could see the rings of Saturn. We could see the separation of the rings. Um, then I started taking pictures of the moon. I started taking pictures of Mars and Venus, um, either with my cell phone through the lens of the telescope or through binoculars or whatever, just any way I could get it. And then camera on a tripod for short exposure, especially bright stuff like the moon. Then I moved up to a tracker, and it's got out of hand. It's progressed exponentially since then. Um, but the tutorials out there really, especially on photo processing and so forth, really had this assumption that you had a knowledge base from which to work, and I just didn't, and still really don't. So I'm kind of going to do a series for people like me that have no clue. They're starting with zero skill set and just a desire to want to do it, but just no clue where to start or what to do. I get a lot of hits on my Instagram asking me about telescopes or camera lenses or what they should do. And I mean, I'm only going from my experience, and I really don't know a whole lot, but I think I can maybe steer somebody in a direction, onto a path that I've taken, and maybe they can get over some of the frustrations of it a little quicker, um, and see what happens. My processing does still just absolutely, terribly, horribly suck. I'm bad at it. I'm trying to get better. Um, I'm looking into different programs right now. I think I'm going to probably settle with Astro Pixel Processor. Um, it's fairly intuitive, and it seems like it's got all the features that I want for doing astrophotography. So we might go that route, and I'll let you follow along on that journey to see where I go with it. Um, Again, just this isn't a channel for experienced astrophotographers. This is for yahoos and yokels like me. I'm an aging meathead. I would rather spend my time in the gym, uh, but now I'm getting a little bit older, so I need another hobby. So it gets a little bit more difficult. Um, until the next video, or until I remake this video, clear skies and heavy weights.